Hi, my name is Steven Simoes. I am a customer experience specialist here at Prosymmetry. And in this Tempus University video, we're going to be reviewing skill-based planning. This includes planning using demand planning resources, how to set requested assignment skills, as well as utilizing the resource replace feature. So coming into my Tempus environment, the first thing we're going to want to make sure we have is we're going to want to make sure we've already set up our skills. So if we come into admin settings, go to skill management, we can see I already have some skills set up. We can create some skills here. The other important thing is making sure we assign our skills to a different category. So we can see I have a couple different categories here. Assigning a skill to one of these categories is actually going to let us assign a value to our resources and say, how good is this person at this different skill? So if we go ahead and go back to the home screen and come into one of our resources, we'll go ahead and open up David Brown's resource. And this is his skill matrix. So we can see I've brought in the backend programming languages category. Within that category, we have a couple of different skills here. And then we've actually set values already for David Brown for those skills. And these values are going to be what we're using to compare with our skill profile that we're going to create. And really the goal of skill-based planning is to say, these are the skills that I need for a certain assignment on a project, and finding who best fits that need. So to do that, we're going to go back to the home screen, we're going to go to project management, and then we'll go ahead and open up a project. And so one thing that is important is that when creating assignment skills can only be created for demand planning resources. So these are going to be resources with this little purple icon, and their name is going to be purple when selecting them from a dropdown like this. So I've gone ahead and brought them in. We can see the demand planning icon here. And the reason for this is that the demand planning resources are essentially us saying, I know I need a backend developer, but I don't know who that is going to be. So what we can then do is say, I'm going to put them on a task. We'll go ahead and say, develop an app. I'll go ahead and put how much time I think I'm going to need them for. And so we've created an assignment for this backend developer. So essentially what we're going to do next is say, what different skills are needed for this assignment? And to do that, we're going to say, open up this little context menu. We're going to go to assignment skills. And we now have the option to add a skill or a resource attribute. So we'll go ahead and add some skills in. We'll say I need somebody who knows .NET, C++, C#, Java, and Python. And I would like them to be in a certain area, right? And so we'll go ahead and set our skills. So I need them to be at least, have a low level of .NET skill. I need them to know C++. I need them to have at least a 2 in C#. We'll put exposure here, and we'll do working experience for Python. For location, we'll go ahead and do, I want somebody in New York. And so we'll go ahead and apply this. And we can see that assignment skills have been made for a assignment through this icon here, that when we hover over it, we can see that it says assignment skills. So far we've created our profile, we've created our assignment. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to see who's going to best fill this role. So clicking on this, we can then go to resource replace. Additionally, if you're using resource manager approvals, you can also do this in the resource request screen. So let's go ahead and go into resource replace. And we have a couple different options to be aware of. The first one here is actually in options. If you're looking for the skill match score, you want to turn it off or on, we have this toggle here that allows you to do that. You can also insert the different categories of skills that we have. So we can see I inserted the backend programming languages one. We'll go ahead and just remove those so it's a little easier to see. And the other one I want to make everyone aware of is this requested value. And so this allows you to just view what the requested value was. That's the profile we just set up earlier. So we can go ahead and come in here and say, we can just go right by score and say, oh, Emily Johnson, David Brown, they're both at 75%. How do I pick from there, right? And to do that, we can actually click in here and see Emily Johnson. We have both a chart and a table. And so what we can see is that C++, Emily doesn't have any experience in that. Python, we're requesting working experience. So these are going to be your requested values that we set in the project. These are going to be the current values of the user themselves. So we can see here we wanted working experience. Emily really only has exposure. So let's see if David is going to be any better of an option for us. So we can see here, it actually does look like David's going to be a little bit better. He's in a different location than we want, but that's all right. That doesn't really matter too much for us. And for C#, he's a little bit less experienced than we're looking for, but he's a little better in everything else than we necessarily need, or he fits our requirements. So we can go ahead and now add this resource. We can redistribute the time onto David Brown, and we can go ahead and hit replace. It'll ask us to confirm, and we can go ahead and confirm it. And so essentially what we've now done is we can see that under this backend developer generic resource, there is no longer that develop app assignment. It's actually been moved to David Brown. And we can see that there's still assignment skills set. And actually clicking on this, we can view the assignment skills. We can't edit them because assignment skills can only be set for demand planning resources, but we can view them and we can see what the requested value was, as well as David Brown's current value in those different skills. Additionally, we can bring in the skill match score as well. And this will be a historical record showing us that David hit 75% of what we were looking for this assignment. So this is, in a nutshell, how to use skill-based planning and demand planning resources to do so. Thank you.